How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi, host of Tier Talk, and I had a great question sent our way on this lovely Sunday morning in Jersey. Gangi, is it good to write up an inmate for every type of infraction? And it's a great question. Actually, it's a question we talked about a few months ago on a Facebook page and had a lot of back and forth. A lot of back and forth on this one. But today, I'm going to give my perspective. Is it good to write up an inmate for every type of infraction? So, after the sponsors, I'm going to give the answer a shot. And guys, if you haven't, Tier Talk is a show for you frontline professionals. So please, guys, subscribe, interact, engage, and hit that bell. That bell's going to notify you every time I post up a video. Okay, stand by for our sponsors.
I wanted to attend a university that had an intelligence program. I wanted to look at problems different. I wanted to increase my critical thinking abilities. AMU offered those avenues to expand. Obtaining your degree as an adult, you're actually paying yourself and investing in yourself. You can't put a dollar on it, it's priceless. It's something that can never be taken away from you.
American Military University. Learn from the leader.
Being a corrections officer takes its toll on even the strongest individuals. The constant need to perform at the highest level, putting your life at risk in a hostile environment, and the mental scarring of traumatic experiences. 31% of corrections officers show symptoms of PTSD, and 66% of people with PTSD also suffer with a substance abuse problem. The Transformations First Responders program is specially designed to help veterans and officers heal from the grips of addiction and PTSD in a comfortable, supportive, and serene setting. You are not alone. If you have questions about the services we offer, give us a call at 866-762-8454 to get more information on this affordable and life-changing program.
Thank you guys for listening to my sponsors. I'm going to keep this quick. But the question was, Gangi, should we write up an inmate for every minor infraction? So the advice that was given to me when I was a rookie coming into the field, so this is going to go to the rookies out there, whether you're a rookie CO or just a rookie entering the field as a civilian staff member, write up everything. Write up everything. Set that tone high. Set it high. If you choose to be soft at the beginning of your career, the inmates will walk all over you. Plus, they could be testing you. So to kind of put that shield up, we act in universal precaution. We write up what we got to write up, and we say no all the time. Every rule gets written up, and if I don't know, it's a no. If I don't know, it's a no. And that sets a good tone. That really does at the beginning of your career. At the beginning of your career. Again, because you don't have the experience to really, make those choices that are kind of ambiguous. Sometimes that requires experience, and that's where we'll get to the senior officers. But, again, that advice when I was a rookie was given to me 16 years ago from officers that had 25, 30 years in the business. So that advice has been around for a while. So the senior officers and the supervisors should expect charges coming their way when rookies are coming in. They should expect that. Because that's great advice. I'm sure they did the same thing. Set the tone high. Set the tone high. As for senior cops, when I was a supervisor, I expected my experienced cops to employ some type of discretion, which means that not every small infraction got written up. Not every small infraction got written up. I expected the officer to employ some discretion. Maybe if the inmate broke a minor rule, they would say, hey, listen, I saw what you did. Next time, it's going to be a major charge. But in the meantime, clean for me. Do something in this unit for me. And to me, that would work because now you're getting the unit cleaned. The inmate owes you. You don't owe them nothing. Remember, we're never in a position to ever owe an inmate anything. And it sets the standard. You violate again, and I'm writing it up. And then when you do write it up, even though it's a minor infraction, you're going to put down that you've told this inmate multiple times and they continue to break that low-level infraction. But again, you told him 2, 3 times. Now that they continue to do it, we're going to take it up a notch. Then when you call the supervisor in, you explain to the supervisor why you've had to write it more in a more serious manner, even though it looks like it's a minor charge. This inmate's been told multiple times, and that's when the supervisor say, okay, well, at least you made an effort. You try to handle stuff on the immediate level. This inmate chooses not to listen, so here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to write it. Because even as a supervisor, I'm not running the unit for you. So if the person breaks a low-level infraction, I expect you guys to handle it at up to a certain point. I expect some type of communication and some type of jailing. As I said, you break the rule, clean for me, but don't do it again. Make it known. And that shows me that, okay, you're using discretion and you have control of your unit. That you're controlling the unit, not me. And that works for me. But again, as the inmate continues to break those low-level rules, well, then I perfectly, as a supervisor, would understand you now taking it up a notch and having me come in now and help handle this situation. As long as I've seen that you made an effort from your level, I'm good with that. But if you don't, and you continue to write up every little thing, and I keep on coming in, I got other stuff going on, and I keep on coming in having to run this for you, I'm going to start getting upset. Because sometimes you could look at it two ways. You could look at someone who writes up every little thing as a person that really knows how to run a unit, or if you're writing up every little thing, it looks like a person that doesn't know how to run a unit. Some of the best officers I've ever dealt with, we only came to those units when there's those serious charges. Everything else, they handled. And they handled it professionally. They did what they got to do. They had the cleanest unit in the world. And barely ever a bother to me. When I came to their unit, I knew that it was serious. But then you had some officers where you're coming all the time for every little thing. And it's like, really, man? I got other stuff going on right now, and you have me coming in here because an inmate's eating in the public area. And this is the first time you told them. I expect some in-house management. I expect you to utilize some discretion in handling those lower level charges. But again, if the inmate keeps on breaking those lower level charges, then I understand that. Let's bring it up a notch. Now we're going to show them who runs things. But in the meantime, you, as an officer, have power in that unit. You should only have to defer that power on the charges that are more severe or the repeated breaking of lower level charges. So again, just my advice. I hope it's good advice. But feel free to comment below. Tell me what you think. And as always, the show is Tier Talk. My name is Anthony Gangi. Please stay safe. And guys, subscribe, interact, engage, and hit that bell. That bell's going to notify you every time I post up a video. Take care and be safe.